what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Today is Friday. We sold chickens Wednesday and Thursday, and so today
Baled hay Monday.
Oh goodness, we've been in hay for weeks, it seems like. But today is not really a free day, but it's not a farm day per se.
Ministry.
There'll be a little bit of farming because he's got to move the hay into the barn and so forth, but nothing major. First, though, we're going to somebody's doctor's appointment.
Yep.
We're getting ready for his heart procedure, and you know there's several appointments prior to. Today we're all tired except Judah. He's refreshed and wide open, of course, but so no makeup, and so I thought this would be a good video to add to the Just Be You collab. So that's what this is, and you're just gonna hang out with us today, and I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. So now the Just Be You collab had nothing to do with no makeup, but I just kind of thought that was funny. It's just any kind of video you want to do. It could, no matter what, but we were just all going to put it on a playlist. So I do not have the list of channels, but I will add a playlist as soon as I get those, and it's just gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fun. We're just gonna be you. Just be you. And we're going, and I want to be like Christ. That's the Just Be You I want to be. I want to be, I want people to see Jesus in me. And so we're going to go shopping today. Not shopping. We're going to go to Sam's because Sunday we have our annual cookout at church where we play softball. We just have a fun day. So we got to go get the supplies for that, and then his doctor's appointment. And then I've got to go home where we have neglected the house for days because of all the farm festivities. It's in bad shape. So, and we're going to make a little Alabama barbecue sauce. It's called Alabama white sauce. Never made it, never had it, never tried it. So we're going to do it today together because I bought some pulled pork from Sam's that I'm just going to heat up for supper tonight, and we're going to have that Alabama white sauce, and we'll see if we like it. All right, so let's go to town.
Oh, I see some boys.
Don't pick it up. Okay, guys, look at here. We got all these buns. There's tomatoes down there, chips. There's our burgers, plates, lettuce. Got everything but the onions and then the condiments and drinks. So here we go. We now have to load the car.
What?
I know it's nothing new, but it's
Oh, we
so
can load it.
good
It's
to
great.
see you.
Whose was it?
We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
We're going up the elevator.
No way. Where are we going?
I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still
Too sweet. There we go. Look at there.
Hope it never ends.
1,
Being
3.
more than friends. Yeah.
I don't like going up here.
You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we've delivered all the supplies to the church. Bryant, of course, went to the doctor. It was just a lab appointment, so it wasn't anything major. It's prerequisites for his procedure, but so we've delivered all the supplies to the fellowship hall, didn't we, Judah? Yep. Judah says hello.
You want to say bye-bye?
Oh, he's saying bye. And now we are here at a local building supply place, purchasing some lumber, or making an order for some lumber for our next project at the farm. There's always a project, and this one came because some builders we knew came by looking for some a job, and this is something we had planned on doing in a couple of years, but since they were free and it was a good time, we're just going ahead with it. He needs a pole barn or a lean-to off of our hay barn to put on the other side, to put some more farm equipment, to put our new tractor under. And so he's going to go ahead and have that built so we can take care of our farm equipment. Judah, can you spell your name for them? Oh, that's not right. Spell it. J-U-D-A-H. We've learned to spell her name. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're doing. When we get home, I'm going to go ahead and probably make the Alabama white sauce, barbecue sauce, whatever it is. And I don't know what today holds. And then we'll just talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about how to be yourself. How to be yourself in a world that they have an opinion on everything. So, we'll talk about that for a little bit. But anyway, I'll see you back at home when he gets through ordering his lumber. Okay, guys, we are now in the kitchen and the windows are open and Isaac's out there moving the hay into the hay barn, so you might can hear a tractor. But I wanted to go ahead and get this Alabama white sauce going because I want the flavors to meld a little bit before we eat it. I bought just a refrigerated, already pulled pork thing from Sam's the other day. If you saw my Sam's haul, you saw it. And we're just going to have that tonight. I'm going to make some broccoli and cheese, and we're going to have this sauce to go on it, or regular barbecue sauce. So I wanted to go ahead and get that going so I can get it in the refrigerator and let the flavors all meld together. And then we'll go outside and sit on the porch and just talk about being ourselves and talk about being who God created you to be, and how easy it is for us to fall into this wanting to be like others or wanting to please others when we only have an audience of one that we have to please. So, but before we get to that, let's get to the Alabama white sauce. Now, y'all, this is something I have never had. Excuse my wardrobe malfunction there. I have never had this, so this is going to be a new experience for me. So we're going to start. Oh, hang on, Judah's coming in. Sorry, guys. He came in and said 911. His tractor was stuck. His little toy tractor. Okay, so we're starting with 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. It's going to make a good little amount of sauce. All right, so to that, we're going, oh, I forgot my sweetener. Okay, before we go any further, let me tell you where I got this recipe. I got this recipe from Christy Davis. She has a YouTube channel, and it is called Christy Davis. So go check her out. I watch her a lot for the low carb stuff and ideas that she has. And I'm actually going to make this low carb. But here's the only difference you need to make. If you don't want low carb, then you just add sugar. instead of, I'm just going to be adding some swerve, but you add just plain sugar if you don't want to make this low carb. But everything else is the same. Now, there are 100 different variations, I think, of this sauce, but this is the one I'm going with. So, here we go. All right, so we're going to add to our 1.5 cups of mayonnaise a tablespoon of sweetener. And like I said, I'm just going to use the, this is actually the powdered sugar of Swerve. All right, so to that, we're going to add 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Now, Christy made this, but she also said she got her recipe off of TikTok. Now, I have a TikTok, and I usually keep it deleted off of my phone for multiple reasons. But, yeah, so I don't really check. I do have my TikTok. I do have a TikTok account, but I don't watch it often. Every now and then I'll get on it. But okay, so now we're going to add 1 teaspoon, not a half, a whole teaspoon of dry mustard. And to that, we're going to add a tablespoon of black pepper. Let's see if I've got a tablespoon here. Yep, a tablespoon of black pepper. We're going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, I don't have any real lemons, so I'm just going to use lemon juice. But if you had real lemons, just do the juice of 1 lemon. I might actually add a little egg. Whoops, not quite that much. Here, let me pour a little bit of that out. That was basically 1.5 tablespoons. All right. A teaspoon of just dill pickle juice. They say this is like no other sauce. You know, and I just want to add a little extra pickle juice. They say this is, I mean, you've not had anything like it. It's not like ranch. It's not like barbecue sauce. It's kind of its own thing. All right, so, and now I'm just going to add just a sprinkling of salt. And we may add a little more once we taste it. Let me grab a whisk and we'll whisk this together and give it a taste. Whoops. I splashed it out. All right. You have to take it slow till you start getting it beaten up pretty good. Now I can just whisk and get all the lumps out. And then we're going to give this a taste and see what we think. I can't decide how I feel about it. We'll see. All right, let me grab a spoon. I have no idea if you saw me taste it or not, but I'll taste it again for you. It's really unusual. It's not like ranch. It's not like, and I said I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I don't know if you heard me say, because I don't know what I got recorded and what I didn't. But it looks a lot like Caesar dressing, the looks of it. But I know it's not going to taste like it. There's definitely a tartness to it. Now, I tried a piece of the pork dipped in it, and that was amazing. So, I'm going to let this sit and let the flavors meld together. But hang on, let me grab another piece of pork just so you can see it. Okay, I got me a piece of pork here. And I'm just going to dip it in that sauce. It's really good. Very unusual. So yeah. I don't know if this is really an Alabama dish. Sauce. I don't know where it got its name from. I don't know anything about it. So don't shoot me if like I'm calling it something wrong. This is just, I've gotten this recipe from somewhere else, And I don't know what they use it for. I don't know if it takes the place of like a barbecue sauce. It's nothing like North Carolina barbecue sauce, which is vinegar based. And it's vinegar and tomato and spices and brown sugar and all that good stuff. And it's not like Texas barbecue sauce, which is kind of like your Sweet Baby Ray's type, your ketchup, molasses, brown sugar type sauce. This is all on its own. So I don't know what they use it for, but I can imagine it would be delicious on several different things. So it's really, really good. So I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator and let it set up a little bit. Not set up, but, you know, let the flavors meld together. And we'll taste it again before we cut out on this video. But let's go out on the front porch and we'll just talk for a little bit. And then I'll get this video updated. It's been a busy week. That's why I'm not really doing a lot of cooking today. We've been in hay. And then for 2 days, we've sold chickens. And so today is the first day that we haven't had really anything major on the farm to do. Bryant's been able to do some ministry work and go to the doctor. So I'm going to go sit on the front porch for a little bit. I may make me a pot of coffee. It's not cold or anything. I just kind of would like a cup of coffee. So I'll see you on the front porch in just a minute. Okay, everybody, I'm sure you can see every spider web my front porch has to offer, and that is a lot of them. Spider webs are all the time here. Oh, I think the Amazon man is here. Hang on. What did I order? Believe he's stopping. Oh man, they were at the wrong house. Anyway, they were for my neighbor. Let me just tell you, Judah's taking a nap. Bryant and Isaac have run to town to get some piece of farm equipment. And I'm here on the front porch in a North Carolina late spring day, soon to be summer, drinking coffee. Who knows? But anyway, since we're doing this collab, this Just Be You collab, I think we're all prone to wanting to please others or to be something that we're not. I think we all fall into that trap at times. I know I have, even as a pastor's wife, trying to be the perfect pastor's wife or the one that the church wanted. And I think there's part of that is a good thing. I mean, because you should aim to put others before yourself. And in fact, that's scriptural. But when it comes to changing who you are, and who God has made you to be, like I know there's times I'm like, should I be more outgoing? Should I be like this pastor's wife who's very outgoing? Or should I be less outgoing? Should I be more involved or less involved? Should I be, but I really should only do what God has called me to do and what God lays on my heart to do. I know oftentimes I feel like I need to look a certain way, and I am convinced pastors' wives have fallen, and women in general, or anybody, not just women, anybody, have fallen into the trap of feeling like they have to do look a certain way or be a certain way. Now I'm not talking about modesty. I think God has called us, and I'm coming at you from a Christian point of view. So you may disagree with me, but there, especially if that is not your view, but God has called us to be modest. And I think, but then there's a point where legalism kicks in. Being a YouTuber, you get lots of comments, and one of my biggest critic is another pastor's wife, and I became angry at times at some of the things that she said and so forth. And the Lord changed my heart to, she's bound by legalism, and it's not scriptural. And what scripture she does use, she takes out of context. And so I began to feel bad for her, because she has fallen into this trap of anyway. But also, let's get off the pastor's wife and the dress and the look and so forth. But being a YouTuber, there's a lot of pressure, believe it or not, for me to come on here with a makeup and to be sure I look the part. But then the whole point of my channel is so you can see the real life. And there's been times I've had a house coat on. There's been times I've had a house dress. Now, I don't do that often, but if it's part of the day, if it's part of what's going on, just like today, we've had a hard week. And there is nothing harder than hay season. And then you add in selling chickens on top of hay season. It's just... And so I have not felt like makeup the past couple days. And so I want you to see the real Leslie. I want you to see the real me. Now, a question I get a lot of times. Now let's just get off of looks and talk about the inside. I get asked a lot of times, am I always this happy? And am I always this positive? And I would say, absolutely not. But I would say that 99.9% of the time, I am a very happy, positive person. But there are times that I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. There are the times where maybe Bryant or Isaac or Caroline or somebody else has said something sharply to me, and I'm not in a good mood. But for the most part, I am always in a good mood, because I have a sweet gentleman in our former church. He used to always say, I don't have bad days. I just have some days that are better than others. We don't know. Even on our worst day, the day I was in the hospital dying and they didn't think I was going to live, or the day my mom passed away, or even my worst day is nothing compared to what some other people go through. And I think if we all looked at life that way, that there are people out there who have it much, much worse than we do. And a lot of times they're looking at it through rose-colored glasses. I mean, they look at it with a positive spin, and I love that about people. I love people who can look at the positive. And doesn't negativity just wear you out? Doesn't it just wear you out? But is negativity, is that just being you? I don't know. I think negativity is a choice. You know, I think we can make a choice to either look at things positive, or I think we've given it that title. I'm a glass half empty type of person, or I'm a glass half full type person. But I think that's something that we make a choice on. Hold on. Well, guys, speaking of being positive in a negative situation, that was Bryant. He just called. They actually had some car issues. I don't know if they ran out of gas. I don't know what. But anyway, him and Isaac was pushing the car out of the way, and something popped in his leg. He said it sounded like a .22 rifle going off. And he can't move his leg, can't move his feet or foot. It's just one foot. But anyway, he called to tell me, and I was telling him to get to the hospital. Judah's here asleep, and of course he's a man, and he says he's coming home. Isaac's going to get him home, and then we'll assess the situation, and I'll go with him from there. I've called Caroline to think that she may need to come home and be with Judah while we go get Bryant checked out. So guess what, y'all? This is Just Be You. This is the real deal. This is what happened today, and this is what happened right now. And so I guess it's going to be a to be continued, and you'll see how he is. I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and while I'm waiting for them to get home, I'll go ahead and get it saved and uploaded. Won't be much editing. Sorry for any bad editing or whatever. But yeah, so I gotta go. And well, actually I just gotta go and wait until they get home to see. And I will let you guys know. I'm not, you know, I've switched my videos to Sunday, my weekend vlog, but I'll do a just quick 2 or 3 minute video tomorrow, just to let you guys know how he is. You guys love us, you're invested in our family, and we love you guys. So say a little prayer for Bryant tonight, and pray that he won't be hard-headed if I feel like he needs to go to the hospital. And yeah, because my first thought, if it's in the calf and that's where it's at, my first thought as a nurse is it could be a blood clot. Chances are he probably just tore a muscle or something, but I always think of blood clots, especially since he has AFib. And so I may be insisting that he goes to the emergency room tonight, but we will just stay tuned. I'll give you an update tomorrow. So thank you, please pray, and I'll let you know. This is Just Be You.